I'm gonna knock out a couple of streams instead of doing videos because, like I said, you guys know you have to chop and edit and then load these videos up and all that kind of stuff. So I decided to go live on a few subjects. So I'm gonna do a couple of segments before I shut it down for the night. And hopefully I have some footage for y'all tomorrow. Somebody supposed to be coming out here to handle some business. So can't say who it is right now, but hopefully if he wants to come on camera, he can come on camera. But if he doesn't, then that's fine. You know, at the end of the day, I'm all about protecting people's privacy. So, you know, I don't force people to do interviews and all that kind of stuff. But nevertheless, I just want to talk about this stuff with Shakur Stevenson. And like I said, I'm gonna continue to basically expose and go in on these fake dudes, these fake pro-black dudes. You know, at the end of the day, and I'm gonna say this, and this is just real talk. This is just my opinion. You know what? As a black man in America, I'm not always going to just tear down and dismiss and basically cast off, you know, other black people because they may say something that I may not agree with. And I think that's the problem, that we cast off people who are, you know, in the entertainment business and they say something that we don't like and then we cast them off. I'm not going to cast everybody off just for saying something that I may not agree with. You know, now if you are a repeat offender, if you go out of your way to do it, like the Jason Whitlocks of the world and some other people, and Mark Lamont Hill and a few other people, you know, and some, you know, and Candace Owens, those type of people, yeah, that go out of their way to go against the grain and try to undermine the struggle and undermine the movement, then yeah. But Shakur Stevenson is young. Shakur Stevenson ain't even 27. So at the end of the day, I know he was pandering and he made some comments that a lot of people didn't agree with. The whole Muhammad Ali sentiment about that he can't beat Tyson Fury. Let me explain something to you. And this is just real talk. Tyson Fury would lose to a 30-year-old Lennox Lewis. He would knock him out. He would lose to Lennox Lewis. He would lose to a 30-year-old Larry Holmes. He would lose to who else? I could think of a few people. Of course, he couldn't beat Muhammad Ali. I don't even think Tyson Fury would have been able to beat a 30-year-old George Foreman. I'm just keeping it a buck. And I'm willing to say that. And I'll tell Tyson Fury to his face, it is no way that Muhammad Ali, Larry Holmes, or Lennox Lewis would let a MMA fighter that had no experience whatsoever at professional boxing drop him, hurt him multiple times, and then have people questioning whether they won that fight. So I can name a few people that would beat Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury should really have 4 losses. Tyson Fury lost that first fight to Deontay Wilder. You can sit up there and talk about, well, he outboxed Deontay Wilder. He got knocked out. And Jack Reese gave him a long ass count. And then he helped him. He gave him a whole bunch of time to recover. At the end of the day, it is at the referee's discretion. But a referee can stop the fight pretty much whenever he wants to. He could just take one look and say, okay, that's enough. Tyson Fury was knocked out. So that should have been a loss. Then there was a guy he fought a while back. I can't remember the dude's name, but they fought twice. The first time, Tyson Fury should have lost that fight. Then the second time they fought, Tyson Fury stopped him. He should have lost to Alo Wallin on cuts. But, he had the rematch with Deontay Wilder on the cards. So they wasn't about to, do what they should have did, which is give Otto Wallin a TKO victory. Then he goes in there and gets, and then he goes in there and gets touched up by Francis Ngannou. So Tyson Fury should easily have 4 losses. You can have a question mark around him being undefeated. The same way y'all say that Floyd Mayweather lost that first fight to Castillo, fine, whatever. Same way y'all say Floyd lost to Maidana the first fight, fine, whatever. Well, then we can have that same discussion about Tyson Fury possibly having 4 losses. And I think Vitaly, and I'm going to be honest with you, not Vladimir, but I think Vitaly would have got him. I think Corey Sanders would have knocked Tyson Fury out. So this stuff about Tyson Fury would have been able to beat Muhammad Ali. Okay, Shakur, listen, brother. You know I got love for you. You one of my favorite people. I love talking to Shakur Stevenson. If I can get a solo conversation with him off cameras, I'm going to ask for it. And Shakur, he apologized because I know he felt bad when he said that. And when people reminded him, he know he shouldn't have said nothing like that. And he shouldn't have went against the grain like that. So I do say, Shakur, come on, man. You wasn't keeping it real when you said that. You know damn well Tyson Fury couldn't have beat no Muhammad Ali. And you made a mistake. But I'm not going to keep, pounding on you because you made a mistake and you used bad judgment. Okay, you said Devin Haney lost to Lomachenko. And then after people watched the fight, and then Devin Haney, as far as that fight go, Shakur said he watched the fight. He said now he see why they gave it to Devin Haney, and then he changed his story or said it could have been a draw. Look, me myself, I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna keep it 100. Devin Haney clearly beat Lomachenko. He clearly beat him. Now I know there's gonna be somebody here that's gonna say, "Oh, you only take up for top rank fighters because top rank give you credentials and all that kind of stuff." Well, let me address that. There could be some truth to that, but at the same time, I mean what I say. And here's the thing: why shouldn't I show Top Rank some love? Why shouldn't I show a little bit of loyalty to Top Rank? Because after all, they let me in fights. I got approved for Shakur Stevenson. I got credential for this fight. So why shouldn't I to a certain degree stay loyal or stay you know what I'm saying? Or be cool with people that's cool with me? And why shouldn't I look out for people that look out for me? Don't you find that strange? The so-called black media ran company act funny style towards black media. But see, here's the thing. You pro black niggas never speak on that. But then you love to try to come for people that, question some of the antics and the tactics of the PBC. Oh, why do you want a black man to fail? But you never call them out. I don't see no videos get made questioning the PBC's poor treatment of black media. Okay? And that's just real talk. And that's why don't take none of these fake pro-black content creators serious, because they can't be taken serious. And then they try to act like they pro-black, but then here they are trying to be divisive. Listen. Bill Haney is a friend of mine. He's a friend of mine. We grew up in Oakland, California. Now, Bill was from a different side of town. Bill was from deep East Oakland. I was from East Oakland. Now, me and Bill's paths never crossed, but I heard about Bill. I heard about his brother. I heard about them. I knew who they was. It's crazy that I wouldn't meet Bill till almost 30 years later, but I knew of Bill. You know, I knew of Bill, I knew of his brother, and once again, I ain't finna tell his business. That's for Bill to tell. But I knew about them. That's because I was in the streets, and the people that I knew about Bill, and. So at the end of the day, of course, Bill is my friend. I'll mess with him, but at the same time, I have a job to do as media. Y'all say y'all like my stuff. Y'all like these interviews I do. Well, I can't just go in there, you know what I'm saying, being, having ill will towards Shakur Stevenson, because at the same time, Shakur Stevenson ain't never did nothing to me. And one thing I'll say this about Shakur Stevenson, unlike certain black fighters, he gives the media access. He gives interviews pretty much to everybody. So I can't discount that, and I can't write that off and just say, you know what, the hell with Shakur Stevenson. And I'm not going to do that. And I'm going to tell you another reason why, the real reason why a lot of these dudes come for Shakur Stevenson. I'm going to explain that probably in the next stream, because I'm going to do another stream probably. I'm going to take a breather after I get done with this one, and then I'm going to come right back. But yeah, I'm not going to keep pounding on Shakur Stevenson. He made a mistake. He shouldn't have said that. But at the end of the day, he apologized to his fans. Everybody make mistakes, man. And I think he learned from it. And I think, he probably won't do it again, because at the end of the day, you get nothing out of doing that, pandering to people. Because at the end of the day, look where it got Charlo. Charlo and his brother was sitting up there sucking up to Mexicans and all that stuff, talking about Viva La Mexico and all that BS. And then Mexicans still couldn't stand they black asses. Still was rooting against them. Still was calling them all kind of names but a child of God. Still calling them mayates and all that stuff, in the N-word with the ER and all that stuff. You don't get nothing out of pandering. And that's why I don't pander. Like I said, I have my audience. I'm happy with who I have as my audience, but at the end of the day, I'm not going out of my way like some of these dudes do, where they try to say they objective. If you objective, how come every time something happened with a black fighter, you always instantly go against the black fighter? At the end of the day, if you a dude that watch a black content creator because you love to hear him attack black people on a regular basis, you the problem, and you ain't nothing but a fucking racist. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I definitely said it. One thing about me, I'm myself. I work for nobody. Like I said, I got mad love for Bill. But at the end of the day, you guys, I have a job to do. When I go cover these fights, I can't come in there having no attitude and all this stuff and trying to disrespect these fighters. Now, if they disrespect me, then I'll disrespect them. At the end of the day, what I talk to you guys about on my own platform, that's between me and y'all. Now, as far as the Charlos go, I would say this stuff to their face. But here's the thing. I don't want to talk to the Charlos. I don't have nothing to say to them. I wouldn't talk to, if Jamel asked to come on my channel, I wouldn't let him, or Jamal, because I just seen what they did. They sat up there and humiliated themselves. They humiliated the so-called culture that they said they do it for. Jamel sitting up to talking all this stuff, saying that black people was jealous of Ellie setback and all this kind of stuff, and saying that we was broke and all this stuff. Like, man, like, come on, man. You think people finna support you after all that stuff you was doing? Nah. So you sat up there threatening Deontay Wilder, threatening Blue Blood Sport, threatening Jared Hurd and his fiance. But then soon as Caleb Plant slapped the taste out your brother's mouth, you say that's between them, but then you talking all that big boy stuff. So yeah, that's the difference. Now, at the end of the day, Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney, eventually they're going to have to fight. But I'm going to tell you right now, Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney, that fight probably ain't going to happen for like probably another 2 or 3 years. That fight probably ain't going to happen to 2025 or 2026. Okay. But yeah, as far as Shakur go, I didn't got over it. I didn't like what he said about Muhammad Ali would lose to Tyson Fury. Listen, we all know that ain't true, and Shakur shouldn't have did that. And I'm just telling Shakur, from black man to another black man, don't cater to these racist dude, because you ain't gonna get nothing out of it. They gonna turn on you, and they ain't gonna never like you no matter what. They gonna constantly call you out your name, and they gonna wish you lose. And if you lose to a non-black fighter, they're gonna be celebrating the same way that they was rooting for Devin Haney to lose to Lomachenko. These were Americans, and Devin Haney is an American fighter. So let me get this straight. You was mad at Devin Haney because he said he won't ever lose to a white boy, but then Sergey Kovalov then said all kind of racist stuff. Paulie Malignaggi, that's, you know what I'm saying, that linguini spaghetti eating motherfucker then said all kind of racist stuff towards black people, but you ain't mad at them. You know, other people then said some suspect remarks, but you so mad at Devin Haney. Okay. And then here's the thing: if you Asian or you or Hispanic and you so-called a minority, why do you care what Devin Haney said about Lomachenko? Because you really secretly against blacks for the most part. Yeah, I'm exposing y'all. I'm exposing y'all. I'm keeping it 100. I'm exposing everybody. I'm exposing all that fake stuff. I'm gonna say this again. At the end of the day, black people, we have no alliances. We have no allies. We have no other non-black brothers and sisters. If we can't even get along with each other, what makes you think that other people gonna like or respect us? Just stop the cap, man. Just stop. Y'all stop with the pandering. You know, just keep it 100, man. This just got to be said, man. I'm just sick of this stuff, man. Just stop it. I'm not saying, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying all different forms races is out to get black people and all that kind of stuff, but let's not pretend that they all love us neither. Just stop it. Stop with that fake stuff. Just stop it. I'm keeping it. I'm just keeping it. I'm just keeping it a buck. This just needed to get said, man, because I just see this stuff. These dudes, and then like I say, these so-called black dudes, these so-called pro-black channels, all they do, they so-called pro-black, but all they do is tear down black fighters. They do it with Terrence Crawford. They do it with Shakur Stevenson. They do it with Keyshawn Johnson. It's a pattern with this. There's a pattern with this. And that's real talk. And I'm gonna say this again. I'm gonna be seeing Shakur Stevenson next week. Like I said, I ain't got nothing against Shakur Stevenson. He made a mistake. He used bad judgment. We got to move on. We got to move on. That's real. He wasn't doing, at least he wasn't doing what the Charlos, that what I don't understand is y'all so up. And like I said, everybody mad about Shakur Stevenson and stuff. What he said about Tyson Fury, but nobody said nothing about the Charlos who constantly disrespected black people and black media on a regular basis. You niggas don't have the same energy, and you know who the fuck you is. And I ain't got to say your names. You know who you are, and that's just real talk. And if you make a response video, I promise you I'll make a response video back. Bring it. I see this way too much. All of a sudden, you guys are so horrified and mad at Shakur Stevenson. Okay, yeah, he shouldn't have did what he did. But he's a young man. He'll get better. He'll get better. He'll learn. And when he apologized, I think he understood. And like I said, and shout out to the brother Jay Prince, man. Shout out to the brother Jay Prince, man. One thing about me, I'm real. I'm real with mines. I'm real with mines. Have no problem. I'm fearless. You know, I don't mind you know, I'll holler at you. You know what I'm saying? Jay Prince, me and Jay Prince is cool. You know, I would talk to Jay Prince and just say, hey, with no respect, with no disrespect or none of that stuff, and just tell him what's up. Like I said, Shakur, he made a mistake. I mean, do we do? I mean, do we expect every black person to be perfect? I mean, is that how we do? Every time we make a mistake or we do something to say something that somebody don't like, they cast off, they canceled, or whatever you want to call it. We done with them. We ain't no better than white people. Then if we do that, what we got to do is we got to start fixing stuff. We got to start pulling people to the side and say, hey man, listen, with all due respect, you know what I'm saying? That wasn't a good look. That wasn't a good look. I'm telling you, you know what I'm saying? Because I got love for you. But every time somebody that look like us say something that we don't like, we cancel them, we write them off. It's like, screw them, the hell with them, never again. But then if somebody that don't look like us do something, then all of a sudden it's cool. We don't speak on it. We don't have nothing to say. It's all good. You know, I forgive him and all this stuff. So we can't forgive Shakur Stevenson. We can't forgive Shakur. So there you go. There you go. You said it correctly, Hamza. And I'm gonna talk about that. Don't worry, I'm gonna address that. That's gonna be the next video. Cause I'm finna really, you know, crack the code. I'm finna really tell you what's really going on. Like I told you, it ain't about blackness, it's about access. If these dudes got access to certain dudes versus not having access to them, yeah, then they gonna tear it down. They gonna talk about them. But what I don't understand about Shakur Stevenson pretty much gives everybody access to him. I've never seen somebody that's more media friendly than Shakur Stevenson. But that may change. People got to go on Shakur Stevenson's social media accounts and say, hey, Shakur, you used bad judgment. You apologize. So we move on from it. Just be careful with your words. Don't say nothing like that. You're not going to get nothing out of pandering to a certain demographic of people that don't like you. They don't really like you, and they don't really want you to succeed. They'll align themselves with you until you of no use to them. Isn't that the story of America? Isn't that what they've been doing to black people forever since we got to this country? When they've used us up and when they've drained every bit of resources they can out of us, then they toss us to the side. So yeah, Shakur is young. He gotta understand, which I think he understand now. He ain't gonna get nothing out of doing that. He made a mistake. He used bad judgment. I ain't finna keep tearing him down, and I'm not finna be tearing Shakur Stevenson down for the sake of Devin Haney, trying to elevate Devin Haney. I want both of them brothers to fight, make a ton of money, and be able to take care of their families. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not the one. And you know who these dudes is. Like I said, a lot of these dudes, they toxic. They toxic and they divisive. They've been doing this. They've been doing this for years with Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence. Like I said, I'm still waiting for these niggas to explain to me. You say that Bud was on a plantation, he was top ranked Toby and all this stuff, and he was a sellout and all this stuff, but nobody won't explain to me the whole thing with Jerry Jones participating in a Jim Crow rally at a high school, which he was told by his coaches not to go. They had already had a couple earlier that week, and they told him not to go. And then and then he went anyway. And Jerry Jones is attached to a lot of suspect stuff. Jerry Jones has been aligned with saying racist stuff, but then all of a sudden these pro-black niggas don't got nothing to say. You didn't hear Errol Spence call Jerry Jones out about those Jim Crow rallies? Errol Spence didn't say a damn thing. He addressed him as Mr. Jones, but none of these pro-black niggas had nothing to say about that. They disappeared. They zipped their lips like the frauds they really are, because they frauds. And I know you dudes listen to my channel. You frauds. Ain't nobody scared of you, you plastic ass niggas. Ain't none of y'all. None of y'all ain't gonna do shit. You ain't gonna do nothing when you see me. You gonna keep walking like you did the last time, like that other nigga was sitting up lying. And you know who I'm talking about. Lying, saying that he chased me off in Las Vegas at the Devin Haney. You didn't do shit, nigga, when you saw me. You didn't do nothing except look like the goofy that you really is. You didn't do nothing. I look right at you, made eye contact. You didn't do nothing. So stop lying. You ain't gonna do any, and if you see me again, you ain't gonna do shit. So just stop it. Now, they the real coons. They the real coons. They the real jigaboos. They the real Sambos. They the real handkerchief heads. I'm not going to sit up there and tear down somebody just because they won't do an interview with me and all that kind of stuff. Like I said before, just keep the same energy. If you're going to try to be, Malcolm X, Muhammad Akbar, you know what I'm saying? Sadat, whatever you call yourself, man, you got to have that with everybody. You just can't pick and choose when you want to try to play that pro-black card. Like I said, if you really about that, you got to exercise that through and through with everybody. But like I said, these dudes don't never have the same energy, man. These dudes is faker than that lady on Total Recall with the 3 titties. So like I said, I look forward to seeing Shakur Stevenson, man. Like I said, I like Shakur Stevenson. I mess with Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson, like I said, has always gave me access. He's always given me access. He's always given my correspondent access. So what the hell it looked like me being mad at that dude and tearing that dude down and try, you know, because he says something that I don't like. I mean, as black people, as real black people, we gonna have to learn how to elevate. We gonna have to learn how to just say, hey, man, that just wasn't a good look, but that's the problem. That's the reason why we in the predicament that we in now. Somebody say one thing we don't agree with, we don't like, then they a sellout, they a coon, they a handkerchief head. Like I said, we could agree to disagree. Now, there is a such thing as going out of your way. Yeah, Jason Whitlock, he go out of his way. Stephen A. Smith, a lot of times he go out of his way. And some of these other dudes go out of their way. Candace Owens go out of her way to go against the grain. They go out of their way to go against the grain. I know what Shakur Stevenson was trying to do. He wants to expand his audience, but at the same time, Shakur got a big following. Shakur is selling out Newark. He did, he did like 12,000. He did like 12,000 when he fought like Oscar Valdez. So I'm saying Shakur can build his fan base just fighting, whooping ass. You know what I'm saying? And just being, just being real. Don't sell yourself short and don't compromise yourself to get a bigger following, because at the end of the day, in the long run, they ain't going to be there for you anyway. They going to turn on you anyway. They never going to like you. They not going to like you no matter how much you cater to them. That's just factual. They not ever gonna like you. If they don't like you, they ain't ever gonna like you. And it don't matter what you do to get them to like you, they not ever going to like you. And that's just the honest to God truth. So like I said, I'd rather just holler at Shakur Stevenson behind the scenes. But all this stuff that these dudes be doing on here, tearing them down and all this stuff, because they in line with another dude. Nah, I ain't about that. One thing about me, that's why I'm where I am now, because, as Frank Sinatra said, I did it my way. Like I said, I don't follow nobody. I don't follow nobody. I don't follow no scripts. I don't let nobody tell me what to do. I don't ask nobody permission to put out the type of content I want to put out. I don't have no leader. It's me. Who's my boss? Me. Who do I answer to? Me. It's about me and my connection with y'all. Now, these other dudes, if they want to do that and say they pro-black, but they constantly attacking black fight. My thing is, you see these niggas that's supposed to be so black, so pro-black, all they do is tear down other black fighters. They don't say nothing about the non-black fighters. Rarely. These dudes ain't no different from what the funny thing. Now I understand why and then here's the thing. Let me show you. This is why I was saying, Bill, you seeing who really down with you and who really ain't. Now, where all these videos at about Ellie Setback? And here's the thing. I like Ellie Setback, but I felt like it was my duty as a black man and a friend of Bill Heyman to, address the situation and get my take on the situation. Now, like I said before, I didn't been around Ellie. I actually like Ellie, but at the same time, I don't like some of the stuff he do. And I noticed that he be doing that stuff. Now, of course, you got the regular people that's going to sit up there and, basically try to call themselves playing devil's advocate when actually they just cooning. Let's just call the shit what it is. They just cooning. And it was certain people that I knew was going to make videos that was going to try to put this on Bill. And I knew it was going to be some of these bandwagon jumpers, or should I say view hoes, because that's what they is. They hoard themselves for views, that was going to sit up there and try to attack Bill just so they can gain subscribers and all that kind of stuff. Well, not me. I did my video on the Ellie Setback thing, and I meant every damn word. And when I say I meant every damn word, I meant every damn word. Because I had these conversations behind the scenes about Ellie doing that stuff. And Ellie needs to understand you're not black. And when you go from one camp to another and you saying, oh, well, this dude said this and that dude said that, it come across as you instigate and that you on that DJ Blad rally stuff. It isn't a good look. Damian, most of these dudes don't even come to fights. They don't even come to fights. And then once again, this is what I'm saying. And Bill need to look at something else and see who really down for him. Another thing. And Bill, I need you to understand this because I know you listen to my channel too. Where was all the videos talking about that goofy ass Hispanic dude that sat up there and said all that disrespectful and disgusting stuff? This dude, and you know who I'm talking about, that Hispanic dude. That Hispanic dude. I'm not gonna say his name, and don't say his name on it. You know who I'm talking about. Who be sitting up there talking about he gonna do this to people's daughters and all this kind of stuff. Which, by the way, you know, it's a question of should he even have a channel? This dude be sitting, and I already know that dude is a punk. He another one that show his face on this computer, but he don't come to no fights. He don't come to no fights. I guarantee you he ain't gonna come to a fight. Anybody that talk like that, they ain't gonna come to no fight. But you know who I'm talking about. Where was all the videos getting at him for like disrespecting Bill, disrespecting Bill's mother, and disrespecting his family? Them niggas didn't say nothing, but then every time I look around, they don't have no problem wanting to beef with other black content creators. They don't have no problem wanting to call Shakur out, but they didn't say nothing about that dude. They ain't made no videos criticizing Ellie Setback, but then these dudes want all this access, and then Bill get these dudes access. But like I said before, Bill can deal with whoever he want to deal with. But I just hope that's a wake up call and a learning curve for Bill to see who really down with him and who isn't. Like I said, you know who I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking about. But don't say his name. That Hispanic dude. That dude, and that dude, he a punk. That dude a punk. He a punk. He a punk. He a punk. He ain't gonna come to no fights. That's that internet tough guy talk. See, one thing about me, y'all done seen me. I done been at fights. I go to fights all the time. Y'all done see, like I said, I'll stay ready. I train every day. I go to the gym every day. Now, I'm not looking for no confrontation. But if it happens, I've already made it clear I will use any type of force up to lethal force to protect myself or protect anybody that's with me or around me. I done made that clear. I'm not inviting anything to come my direction, but I'm just letting you know. Just letting you know. But yes, I just want y'all to see these hypocrites. Like I said, they got all the energy. They got all the energy for Shakur, but they don't got no energy for these other dudes. Where were those videos at? I just recently saw that video with that dude. But I know that Hispanic dude, and I know who that dude is. He a troll. He a troll, and he don't have me fooled. He don't have me fooled. He's a racist. Just because he say he support Tank and all that, don't be fooled by that, because he wouldn't talk that way towards another black man, and he wouldn't say that stuff. That man went on Fred's channel talking about I don't even want to say some of the vile and disgusting stuff he said, but I'm gonna be honest with you, that kind of stuff that'll get you put in the box. So I already know that dude ain't gonna come to no fight. He a punk. He a punk. He a punk. Yeah, I'm on one today. Yeah, you know who I'm talking about. You know that Hispanic dude. That dude is a punk. But where's the videos of him saying that? Where's the video? But these dudes so-called down with Bill. So there you have it. I'm finna take a breather, and I'll be back again in about maybe 15 minutes. Out.